If you've ever thought about automating your business but ended up not doing it, it's probably because you've seen workflows like this. Massive workflows with 50 nodes, crazy connections. They look very impressive on LinkedIn, but you see them and think that I don't have time to learn that. Here's the truth. Most of those workflows are just for show. They either don't work or they solve problems that nobody actually has. And seeing those workflows is probably what's keeping you away from learning tools like N8N or Make.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use N8N's AI Builder to build workflows that actually solve your problem. So when you create a new workflow in N8N, this is what you see. You have the option between adding a first step or building with AI. If you click on add first step, you can choose the first step of the workflow and then continue to build the workflow manually. And if you click build with AI, it opens up this chat interface, and here you see your monthly credits. The higher the plan, the more credits you get, and below you see some examples. And this chat interface, this is where you put in the prompt. So this is where you tell it what you want the N8N AI assistant to build. So basically describing your workflow. And below you see a few small examples just to understand kind of how N8N expects the prompt to be. So for example, this invoice processing pipeline, the prompt word is create an invoice passing workflow using N8N forms, extract key information, vendor, date, amount, line items using AI, validate the data and store structured information in Airtable, generate a weekly spending report every Sunday at 6 p.m. using AI analysis and send via email. So if we hit send, N8N will start creating the workflow for you, and it will probably start with a trigger. So the first step would be that the workflow starts at 6 p.m. every Sunday, and then it will continue with the next steps. And depending on how big the workflow is, it can take more than a few minutes for the N8N AI to generate the workflow for you. So yeah, we'll wait and see how long this one takes. So after about a minute, N8N finished generating the workflow, and we have two workflows here. One is for the invoice input take, so we have the form, and then it extracts the invoice data and it stores it well, there's two Airtables, one for a valid invoice and one for an invalid invoice, and here it checks if it's a valid one or an invalid one. And then here we have the weekly report schedule, but the workflow is still incomplete because we need to add our credentials, so our Airtable credentials, our OpenAI or like ChatGPT credentials here and here, and then also for the email. And it gives you a step-by-step here on how to set it up. So getting the Airtable base ID and the email to which we will send the weekly report to, and from which email we want to send the report, the Airtable table structure, and then the form URL, which you can take from here. And then it gives you here the suggestions or the issues that you need to fix or complete beforehand. And when you click on the pencil here, it highlights which or where the error is that will lead to this workflow not working, and then you can start configuring it. So the first workflow we're going to build is an email classifier. And what it does is it will run every minute to check for new emails. And if there's a new email, then it's going to analyze it and see if it's something urgent that requires our immediate attention. If it is something urgent, then it's going to forward the email to our personal or private email. And if it's not urgent, then that is it. That's how the workflow ends. And you can get notified using, I don't know, Telegram or Slack or any other channel you want, pretty much. But for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to stick with the email. And I have prepared this prompt to use. And as I said, we're going to have, or I'm going to give you the prompting guide at the end of the video. So you can then use it or go back and forth with ChatGPT or Claude to get a good prompt out. And the reason for that is we want to have the AI builder as little involved as possible after we send the prompt, and also have the user as little involved as possible. And for this, we just have a simple prompt: create a workflow that monitors the Gmail inbox, and it should extract the sender, subject line, and email body content, pass it to an AI agent that analyzes the email and checks for the urgency, and if it is important, then it should include a clear statement that immediate attention is required, summary of why it's important/urgent, the key action items or deadlines mentioned, and the original send and the subject line. And it should send it to the email address. So you just replace this placeholder with your actual email address that you want to forward it to. And if it's not important, then do nothing and let it stay in the inbox. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this, open the build with AI, and the only thing I'm gonna change is add the actual email address. It should pass it through or pass it to, and hit send. And now we wait and see how the AI assistant will build this workflow for us. Okay, so after about a minute, the N8N assistant finished building the workflow, and it says it is execution ready and we can go ahead and use it. But before we do that, let's actually check if it is ready. So let me check the first input or the first node. Yeah, the only thing I'll change here is the account. And then the workflow configuration here just has the email address it's going to be forwarded to. Extract the email data. Okay, sounds about right. I mean, we're going to run it and see if the placeholders are actually like they explained. And then we have the AI agent, and it has been prompted to, let's make this bigger. And you're an intelligent email triage assistant that analyzes emails to determine urgency and return your analysis in this exact format: the status, reason, action items, deadline, and recommendations. And that is it. I don't know why the window's like this, and it's using the Open AI. I'm just gonna change the model maybe to 4.0 mini just in case, and if this would load a bit quicker. All right, the 4.0 mini, and that is it. Then it checks if the email is urgent, so it checks if the response contains status is urgent. So there might be like you might need to do some configuration here to ensure the output format, and then it's gonna pass it if it is true. It's gonna format the urgent email, and it's gonna go ahead and send it. Let's just make sure that it uses the correct account and the log processed email. I mean, we can actually we don't really need this, so we're gonna go ahead and hit save, and yeah, let's activate it, and we're gonna monitor the execution. And this message, very important, as a subject line: "Hi, Mihyar, a new lead just came in. You need to contact it immediately." And we're gonna go ahead and send it. And if we go back, I mean, because it it works every minute. The trigger is not gonna be exactly in real time. There will be some seconds in between, because if it last checked or I think it started executing. So it's when we activated it, it started checking here. So that was the first minute, and it's not gonna check until it hits another minute, but it should be running soon. Okay, nice. So it took a little bit longer for some reason, but let's see what it returned, and if everything was working fine, and it didn't pass it through as urgent. So now we can go ahead and check why. I'm assuming it's because of the placeholders. So it used the expressions. It used the wrong expressions. So this we have to do manually, and we can just go ahead and remove everything here. And let's start with the email sender. So we scroll down, we can just use the from here, so you can just drag and drop it. The subject line, let me just move myself here and drag and drop the subject. The email body, it will be just this snippet. And the email date, I'm not sure that it has a date here. It has this internal date, but we don't really need that. So we can go ahead and remove this and just click anywhere and hit save. And let's see if it's gonna work now. All right, sweet. So it worked, and I'm just gonna go into my email and check the results. And this is what N8N sent. Urgent email alert, status urgent reason. The email contains an urgent call to action with the phrase contacted immediately, indicating a need for prompt attention to a new lead. Contact the new lead ASAP. Deadline, immediate response required. Recommendation, respond within an hour. I mean, obviously this is not perfect, but you can see how it works. You can go ahead and tailor the this format for the urgent email notification, just to make it better. Okay, here it used the wrong placeholder, so you would have to replace them from the Gmail trigger. So you drag and drop it again, and then the email body. So yeah, that was the only flaw, but other than that, it worked fine. This will help you if you receive a lot of emails on a day-to-day basis, and a lot of them slip through the cracks when they shouldn't, because they're important. And yeah, that is it for the workflow 1. I'll see you at workflow 2. Alright, for the second workflow, we're gonna build a lead research workflow. And how that will work is we're going to have a form, and the form will be filled out with the lead's name, their company, and the website. And based off that, we're going to use Perplexity to do the research, the AI tool. And the results from Perplexity are going to get passed to an AI agent or ChatGPT, and it will create a lead profile based on the research returned from Perplexity. And that lead profile will contain like how we should prep ourselves for a call with that lead, etc., just like a lead profile. And we're going to send it to our email. Now you can have it create a document in Google Docs or pass it to a Google folder, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to do the email. And especially with Google Docs, like you would have to tell it to create a Google Doc, and then after it gets created, take the ID or get the ID from that Google Doc, and then update it with the text, and maybe for the beta version it's a bit too complex now, so we're gonna just stick with that. We're gonna copy this prompt and paste it in, and the only thing you have to do is just replace your email, and that is pretty much it. Then we're gonna send it, and we'll see what it will return. It shouldn't take long because it's a smaller workflow, but yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, so it only took like a few seconds, and N8N finished creating the workflow, and the only issue I see now is that it added a Google Sheet node, which we didn't ask it to. So we will just remove that, and everything else seems fine, but like I'm assuming we are gonna have to replace the placeholders in this Perplexity node and in this probably, but this has different expressions than this. So I guess we will just fill out the form and test it out, and for that we're just gonna hit execute step, and this new window is gonna pop up. So full name, I actually didn't think about this part, so let's just do Alex Hormozy. The company name is Acquisitions, and the website should be acquisition. Is it acquisition or acquisitions? Acquisition. Okay, acquisition.com, and we can go ahead and submit it, and we have the responses here. Let's see if the expressions match. They don't. So yeah, this will hopefully be get fixed when the full version of the AI assistant is out. But for now, we will have to do this part manually. So you just drag and drop the parts that needs replacing, and we will run it again. But I'm curious to see if the ChatGPT node or the AI assistant here has the correct expressions. We don't know that, so we'll just run this for now and see the results. This might take a little bit, this research from Perplexity. Okay, no, it generated it quite fast. Let's see if it's okay, it is actually accurate, and now we see what kind of expressions we have here. Okay, we have to change those as well, so let's make this a bit bigger. But it got the citations correct. Let's take the name and go back to the form trigger. So full name, the company name, the website, and for the research results we will scroll down to the choices and then get the content from here. Okay, nice. And now I'm just gonna pin this, and now let's execute it fully. And okay, now we need to change the name here. Yeah, this with the expressions is just pretty annoying, but I think I'll just generate this for now, just in case the AI agent's output also needs changing, which I am assuming by how it's going so far. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely easier if you're just getting started with N8N to use this AI assistant to help you build the workflows. And then as slowly as you start getting a grasp of how it works, then you can start building your own workflows and make it more complex. Okay, so this is correct, and we will just have to change the lead name and the company name, and we will just run it, and I will go ahead and check the email and see what the results are. Okay, so this is the results. We have here the lead profile document, Alex Hormozi, and his website. Scroll down, the executive summary. Alex Hormozi is an accomplished Iranian-American entrepreneur, investor, and philanthropist. As the founder and CEO of acquisition.com, he specializes in scaling businesses using data-driven strategies and hands-on mentorship. So it seems correct as of now. Let's see the meeting preparation tips. Discuss his journey scaling gym businesses and transitioning into diverse industries. Mention his books and how their frameworks have influenced entrepreneurial strategies. Express appreciation for his hands-on mentorship style and data-driven approach. Relevant industry trends to discuss. Growth hacking and scaling methodologies using data analytics. So yeah, this and also we have a few questions here. What are the biggest operational challenges you see among your portfolio companies right now? How do you currently measure the effectiveness of your mentorship and training programs? So this is this is pretty good, and we also have a video here recommended. Obviously, as a document, this would be better, and if it gets converted from the markdown to an actual text with a nice structure. But yeah, this is pretty good. You just have to feed it your company's information, so the questions are tailored to your services or the product that you're selling, and yeah, but I'm more impressed. I mean, I've always been impressed with Perplexity, but how quickly it did the research on him is pretty impressive. So yeah, that is it for workflow 2, and we have one more to go. So the third and the final workflow is a autoresponder to business inquiries via email. And for that, we will use this prompt. Again, create a workflow that monitors my Gmail inbox. It should extract the body content and the sender. And here we have the FAQs example. You can use your own FAQs, or that's a bit more complicated, but you can just add your knowledge base to an AI agent that has all your business information. But again, we're trying to keep this as simple as possible. And here just a few FAQs examples, and we will just copy this and paste it. And this one should not take long at all. So it will add the FAQs to the prompt for the AI agent, and and then it will just set the trigger, and will respond to the email using the thread. But again, my guess is the expressions are gonna need some editing, and as you can see, it already has the nodes ready. It's only 3 nodes. And your email received, the FAQ response agent, and send reply email. So I'm not even gonna pause it or go away and wait for it to finish. And yeah, it's already done. Probably just need to change this to every minute, and I guess we will activate it. I'll just go real quick to my email and send an email. So I'm just gonna send this. What is your refund policy? And we will just hit send and go back. And again, it will not be exactly in real time. It will depend on when we activated the workflow, and then 1 minute after that, it will rerun again. but it should be just a few seconds and the workflow will start executing. And there you go. And it failed, probably, well, not probably, 100% because of the expression. So we go ahead and choose this run, and we'll click debug in editor. And yeah, the user message, this is complete bullshit. And we will take the snippet here, and that is it. So we can go ahead and run this, and let's see what it responds. The response should be straightforward. Our refund policy is quite straightforward. We offer full refunds within 30 days of purchase, provided you have proof of receipt. If you need any assistance with refund, please feel free to reach out. And if we check the FAQs we gave it, we offer full refunds within 30 days of purchase with proof of receipt. So this one was okay. And now we will just have to set this. So send to the email we received it from. So here, and the subject line is where's the subject line? Am I not seeing the subject here? There you go. That's the subject line. The refund, and the message is this, and but it should be this reply. Okay, that was the one mistake. So we choose here reply, and the message ID is this message ID, and there you go. And we have the output here, and let's execute this step. Okay, nice. I'm gonna check my email for the response, and there you go. We have our response here. Our refund policy offers full refunds within 30 days, and the rest, I mean, obviously this is not professional. You can add the recipient's name, or add a greeting here with hi, and then the sender's name, but we'd have to extract that and also add the signature at the end. But yeah, this is the third workflow, and yeah, that is pretty much it for the AI assistant. So that is it for the 3 workflows. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I'm just going to show you how you can access the 3 workflows, their prompts, and the prompting guide. So you will have this folder. The link will be in the description. You can use the N8N AI Workflow Builder prompting guide. It shows you what you should avoid and what you should include to make sure that the output is to your liking, or as accurate as it could be. And you can use the prompt in ChatGPT or Claude, or use the templates and just go back and forth with them to if you're struggling to do it on your own, so you can get the prompt that is ready to use in N8N. And how you use the workflows or add them directly to your N8N is you download them from you download them from the Google Drive, create a new workflow in N8N, then go here to the 3 dots and import from file, and you just choose the one that you want to add, and there you go. It is here. You only have to add your credentials and you're good to go. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And if you're a business owner who's curious about AI and what it could do for their business, there will be a link to a short assessment you can do, and you will get the results after 5 minutes. And yeah, that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.